I was sitting here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, and I'm doing my hair, as you can see. You know, I may be in my 50s, but my hair don't need to look like it. And so, as I'm doing my hair, I've been doing a little reflection, thinking about what was going on this 222 day. It's a portal, and I'm a Pisces, so I'm winding up this energy of all the stuff that has happened to us. And I want to tell you out here, fellow Pisceans, it has been lifted. The cloud has been lifted. The clarity is here. And during this point in my healing journey, I'm on the other side. I've crossed the threshold. And I pulled some cards today, and from my tarot deck, my little kitties. I love my kitty cats, and so the the pull that I did today, it showed a progression, right? And my whole mission is to show people how to live your daily lives, this in with spirituality. It's not separate, and so excuse me. So in my journey, even now, this clarity, before this clarity came in, I've always had this, and I'm pretty sure some of you had this persona that if you're spiritual, you're supposed to look a certain way, you're supposed to act a certain way, you're supposed to talk a certain way. So when my natural personality came out, I like to crack jokes. Um, I say colorful words here and there, and you've probably seen them in my videos, but that's just the way that I speak. And having a conversation with Source, this is how I'm designed. And so and I was told that from Source let me know that the spirituality that we see out in the world now is there's a lot of it that's under, not all, now don't quote me and come in my comments and start talking about I ain't that. No, not all spirituality, and with your discernment you be able to tell the difference. And so the persona that we had, the change from the system is telling you that spirituality, church folks say when you go to church you're supposed to act like this, you're supposed to, act like that, say this, say that, skirts down to your knees and all that other jazz. You wear makeup, you don't wear red lipstick because, Jezebels wear red, all of that. And so what came to, even then, before I even started my spiritual journey, I've always been connected to Source, and things that sound crazy. Had already asked that if it sound crazy, it ain't the truth, and it's a system or program, that this shit sounds so stupid that it's like, how can people believe that? And if it's the truth, like, knock me over, like, mind blown. And so that's how my discernment works, actually. And if it's the truth, it pierces my heart, and like, wow, that's the truth. And if it's not, it sounds so stupid that it's like, who listens to that? But that was my own cut and dry way of knowing it. So that programming, even though I wasn't born and raised in the church, I decided to go to learn more about spirituality, because I've always had faith. I've always was connected to Source, and I wanted to know the actual truth. And I was searching for somebody to show me, what does that really mean, right? And so Source was like, tag, you're it. Because I didn't find anyone. I'm like, Source, is there anybody out here, that's actually living day to day? Because that's what I wanted to see. How do you do it day to day, And I'm not talking about your daily rituals. And when I say rituals, praying for 2 hours or doing, and I mean, if that's something that you do, I'm not knocking it. This is just for me. I didn't want ritual. I wanted to be, okay, for example, thank you, Source. Meditation. It was hard for me to do the meditation that a lot of spiritualists put out there and say, this is how you meditate. Because, and then the term, let's connect with spirit. Let's connect with Source. And in my mind, it's like, what do you mean, let's connect to source? You're already connected. You always connect. I'm always connected. I don't disconnect. So I don't plug source in and out, in and out. I don't plug source in for that time for that meditation. And then once I stand up, I unplug and go about my day. No, source lives within me. I am source and source is me. So I never disconnect. So there was a lot of things that kind of confused me. And then being under that fog of Neptune and Saturn and all that other business that was going on with Pisces, that didn't help. And so now that that has lifted and clarity has come in, sources guided me to move. And then this fire horse. So here's some more energy. The Chinese year of the fire horse, and then I'm a water rat, and so that's just pushing me even further with this fire horse year to move. And so to the fog that I had before was like, is this right? Is that saying, am I going to offend? What? And Source was like, no. We sat down and wrote this contract before you entered this body. So everything that you know deep inside, you know. So move forward. And so my songs that were channeled from Source to help me, because I was guided a lot, like 90% of my whole healing journey was guided by Source. And my spirit guides, I'm a star seed, so I've been guided by Andromedans, especially with my music and just with sound and everything. And so doing this guiding and doing my music, you don't listen to it like you would listen to Beyonce or, Kendrick Lamar or anything but like that. Literally, my songs were teachings, they are activations, they are guides that guided me through my journey. And I want to tell you, I quantum leaped a few times just from songs, just from making a song and then going back and listening to it. The tones, everything is all intentional. So this video, I've been guided to teach from my songs, and it has all come together. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you, Source, for the clarity, because it has given me my voice back. Even my voice changed. So from those of you who have felt like your voice has been taken away from you, I know exactly how you feel, that your voice has been hidden, smothered, pushed down. I know exactly what you're talking about. And I healed through that. Literally, when my voice transformed, because the voice that I hear right now is not the same voice that I had before. This is my authentic voice. And so my voice was scratchy. And I know you can see here in some of my past videos that I was sounding horrible. Now that I have to look back at it, that I wasn't sounding too good. But there was a purpose and a point. My throat chakra was realigning. My voice was clearing. So the things that needed to be said and that I needed to say needed to come through with the power and authority and the strength that it's supposed to. And so even my singing voice changed. And if you look on my YouTube under releases, you will see the album and the progression and even being seen, because now I'm putting out my music. I am Divine Mystique, but I'm also putting my music out now as Nicole Jordan. That's my birth name. And so all of that is a transformation. So the song that came up now is Moving Forward Anyway. And when you're moving forward anyway, you're not moving because of the circumstances or situations around you are perfect. You're not moving, you're not waiting to, everything is the right moment, because baby, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as the right moment. And fear, stepping forward in fear. And I want to tell you this, fear is fake. Fake as fuck. So false evidence appearing real. It's fake. So even though you moving forward, as you move forward, you start to shake that off. 1001 is on the clock, and with numbers, that 1001 is a mirror, and so this is significant. So anyway, so even if you're saying yes, feel. We have been taught not to feel, use logic. But I want to tell you, there's a lot of things that don't, especially in the spirit realm, that don't make any freaking sense. So if you trying to figure it out, you still stuck trying to figure it out. And I understand, because I did that too. I'm a Virgo moon. And so with that Virgo moon, like I say, the Virgo brain, we like structure. We like step by step. Give me ABC 1, 2, 3. And in a lot of cases, especially stepping out on faith, if you know your tarot cards, the Fool card, he is happy-go-lucky and about to walk off that cliff. Or is it a cliff? Or is it just a ledge? You don't know. And he's not even trying to check and see if there's a net down there. What's going? He's walking in faith that where he's told to go, that's where he's supposed to go. And so when my song moved forward anyway, it talks about having the strength to move regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of the chaos that's moving around you, regardless of the fake, voices that you hear, like, oh, remember last time you tried to do this and it didn't work and you couldn't get the money for it. No, let me tell you something. If you're not moving, there are several reasons. In the spirit, it could be protection. You could be going down the wrong road. You could be moving with the wrong people. It might be that path is a yes, but you trying to drag Tom, Dick, Allison, Emily, and everybody else. You trying to drag them with you on your path. See, they all got their own path. But you trying to drag them on your path, and Source is like, no, this is not meant for them. This is meant for you. So quit trying to bring everybody. So a no does not always mean a no. A no can be a delay. It could be protection. It could be trying to straighten you out. It could be trying to straighten your nervous system out. Because where you're going, you got to physically, mentally, and spiritually hold. You have to be on that frequency to hold all that is there. And I understood that now. And so going through this whole journey, if you don't know, I'm over here in Thailand, and every day I look out my window, it's like, let me see if I can, not mess this up, and see if I can turn this around. And you all can see. This is my view where I'm sitting at on my couch, but I'm seeing the sea, because they don't call it ocean. This is the sea. This is actually the Gulf of Thailand. And it's absolutely beautiful. I love the water. I'm a Pisces, like I said. I love the water, but water activates me. I can see it, if I smell it, if I hear the waves, all of that. It activates me. It stirs something up. It's like an energy that I have. And one of my things that I desired was I wanted a view of the water. And coming here to Thailand, just a quick little story time, that when I got here, learning real quick, there's a lot of things that happen here that don't happen in the States. And so I'm telling you all, when y'all travel abroad, don't come bringing your U.S. ideas over to that country. You find out how they operate in that country. And so I learned real quick, and it did cost me a deposit, but I was okay with that, because energy, if it didn't align to me, and if it was taken out of context, because I lost my deposit because I wasn't told that my deposit was non-refundable. And when I found out, the reason why I wanted my deposit back, the condo that they showed me, it had a view. The beach was right across the street. I could walk out my condo and be right on the beach. But go back to the feeling, it didn't feel good to me. It didn't have everything that I wanted. I wanted a bathtub. Those are not common here. I wanted a nice sized kitchen because I'm a chef. I wanted to play with the ingredients here with some of my things that I like to cook and try to see if I can make it here. I want to have fun in my kitchen. And then I didn't want to get out of my bed and fall into my living room. You think I'm joking? No, these condos can be small. And it's okay for those that, it depends on what you're coming here for. What are you doing? Well, me, I wanted a little space. So my condo is twice the size of the normal condo. I do have my bathtub and I do have a nice sized kitchen, plenty of cabinet space, plenty of counter space. And that's something that I wanted. I manifested that. And so, and it came for a feeling. But when I found out that you get an agent, because I did my due diligence as if I was in the U.S. So that's where the mistake came from. By me doing my due diligence, I got an agent. She sold me some condos. Some was like, why they do this? Like, you got some landlords in the States. And when I say landlords, I mean exactly what I say, because those landlords, they don't do what they're supposed to do. Now, here I call the owner of this condo the condo owner. And, if you know, you know. So I divert. Now, going back to my story, that feeling of not having what I wanted, because I knew that if I woke up every day in that other condo that I had put that deposit on and I just settled, I'd have been mad the whole time and I would not have stayed here, even though my mission and source told me, no, you're going to Thailand. You're going to build roots there in Thailand. So it's like, I'd have been upset. So when I got to my room, I had a conversation with sources like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. And this was Big Nikki. Big Nikki, if you haven't heard, Big Nikki is my higher self. And she was like, girl, did you come to Thailand to settle? Or did you come to Thailand to get the dream? Because I dreamt of the view outside of my condo even before I got here. And I've always wanted a boat. And Source will give you, if you align and with your feelings, I want that so bad that I'm at a marina where the boats that I get to see, the boats that I love, that I desire to own. And I know I own it because I've seen it already. I've seen myself own it. I've seen myself learning how to, it's a catamaran that's a sailboat that has solar panels on it. And I'm not selling it by myself. I'm not crazy. But I'm learning how to do some things that just in case something happened to the captain, I know how to get somewhere, get to some land somewhere. So moving forward anyway, it's like, how you going to do this? But when you follow your intuition, when you get that inspired nudge to do some action, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be living here. So these are the things that I wanted to know. How do you operate in your day-to-day life spiritually, understanding the energies? Like I talked about all that energy that we just passed. Talk about the energy of today, 222. It's a portal. These days with the numbers, you call them angel numbers, they open up portals. Well, here's just a clarity day, alignment day, getting more clear about who you are. Manifestations cannot come in if you like, one day I want this, wait, let me change it. I want this, I want that. It won't come in because you haven't figured out what you want. So how can what you want come in and materialize if you have no clue? I understand that. And I understood that, so I took my time with manifesting to figure out, what do I really want? And I've always said I want what I want, when I want it, how I want it, without any worries. According to Mr. Bashar, that is abundance. Abundance isn't just money. Abundance is having the ability to do what you want, when you want, how you want, and without worrying about anything. And so Source brought me here to let me know that I'm on my abundance timeline. How do I know? My building is 888 and I live on the 8th floor. So, if anybody knows and understands about synchronicities and numbers and everything that the program tells you to stay away from, or doesn't make sense, no. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything has has a meaning. There are energies attached to everything. Everything is energy. And when you understand these things, the energy is flows, it transfers, it moves, and these frequencies are, just tune your dial to the frequency of the things that you want. So moving forward anyway, it's like an anthem. It's like I'm standing on business. I'm going to move forward anyway. I'm not listening to those words that's in my head saying, no, 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 be careful, this is not it. No, if my core being, my intuition, and I'm aligned and I'm feeling like this is it, nothing is stopping me. And I'm going to move forward anyway. And so you're going to hear this song. It's playing in the background, but then you're also going to hear the song at the end. And when you look at the image, that's also my artwork. So I created the image. Creativity just flows when you're clear, when your nervous system is calm. You're able to flow, but in that state, you're connected to source. So moving forward anyway, picture this. Things are falling off of you when you move forward anyway. Them jibber jabber, whatever, falls away. And I don't care if it's in your head or if it's them folks around you. Close your mouth, move forward anyway, and stay on your path. There's a lot that I learned, that everybody that is by you is not going to come with you. Everybody that knows you is not coming with you. Those that are, they will be aligned. They will be on the same frequency. They will be hearing some of the similar things that you were hearing. That's how you know you are aligned and you all are on similar paths. Y'all paths are like this. And y'all walking together. They still have some things on their path that's just for them, and you have things on your path that's just for you, but you all are walking in the same direction. Not everybody is walking in the same direction. And so, love, if you know that you have been given some inspiration, some in your gut, I know this is mine, in your dreams, you've seen it, you feel it, you get excited when you think about it, and you have a little hesitation, listen to this song. Let that be every time you hear it. I move forward anyway. Take a step closer. Take a step. Take another step. Next thing you know, you are trotting and you are walking and you are moving and you got that head bobbing. And what you thought was keeping you back, it don't exist anymore. So I am Nicole Jordan, Miss Nikki, Divine Mystique. And you find out why I got those three names. But and I'm just here to show you how living in the spirit realm, being spiritual, you don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to dress a certain way. My hair look like it's cooked. Let it cook, and let that song. But it's like you don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to talk a certain way. What matters most is if you are aligned. Do you still have that shit that was put on you from that programming? Or are you listening to your intuition? Are you moving when you are instructed, inspired to go here, go there, go do this, drop that, let this go, stop talking to this person, quit that job, it's time for you to move, you'll be better off over here? Are you listening to that? See, that counts more than how your hair is styled, what makeup you got on, what t-shirt are you wearing today, because all of that is on the outwards. And when you want significant change, it happens on the inside first. So it don't matter what you got on. You can be as beautiful, gorgeous, and got the latest styles on and a freaking miserable asshole. Because that's what's going on the inside. You could be lost and confused and dressed to the nine. And everybody thinking you are so happy because you got a pretty smile. And then when you go home, you cry and you mean as hell. You kicking a dog. Don't do that. Don't kick the butt. Don't mess with no animals. Because they got source in them as well. The law of reciprocity. Hey, what you put out, you will get back. Cause and effect. Learn them universal laws. You understand what I'm talking about. But I'm here to tell you, if you want your life to change on the outside, you got to start on the inside. This is Miss Nikki. I love you all. Listen to this song. Go listen to the releases on there, on my YouTube, on TikTok. Use them as sounds. Let them elevate you and uplift you the way that they have been designed to do. Because it got me. I want to tell you, it got me from out of the matrix, cleansed me, healed my broken heart, my abandonment issues, not knowing who I was. I had pretended to be somebody else because I was people pleasing. I don't do that shit no more. All of that have been let go. That whole book, this past year of the snake, did some shedding. And when I say some skin shedded, skin shedded. Even if you go look at my old videos and start looking at me now, you'll see I shedded some skin. And it all was to become my authentic self. So if that's something that you are looking to do, just to be a guide, I am a light on the pathway to help lead you out of the shadows into your marvelous light that belongs to you, collecting all your stuff that belongs to you. So I talk to you, leave me some messages in the comments that if this resonates with you, let me know when you listen to the song, what are you feeling? Not what you're hearing. What are you feeling? What comes up? What happens? I'll talk to you all soon.
Got a tremble in my hands, little shaking in my voice when I say yes. I've been running from my chances, calling every open door a test. But I'm tired of my own delay. Heart keeps humming, there's another way. So I move forward anyway, even when the fear still stays. I can feel the road rearrange for me. Every little sign, every quiet light tells me I'll grow if I walk this night. I'm stepping to my best life, forward in faith. I'll be alright. Used to second guess my dreaming, ask permission from the doubt in my head. Now I'm listening to the feeling, how my whole chest rises when I'm led. I see patterns in the passing days, little gold threads within the strangest place. So I move forward anyway, even when the fear still stays. I can feel the road rearranged for me. Every little sign, every quiet light tells me I'll grow if I want this night. I'm stepped into my best life, forward in faith. I'll be alright. I'm weak to feel fearless. Courage comes when I choose the next step. If my voice shakes, let it. If my knees quake, let him. I'm still blessed. I'm still blessed. So